Good afternoon, everybody. It is your boy, your favorite YouTuber, Vulcan Vegan, back here with another video today. So, let's talk about today's topic. We've got another discussion video out here today, and today it's a top 10 list. You know the type, WatchMojo.com does it every fucking day, 9 days a week, whatever, blah blah. And the top 10 list today is top 10 players in Hot Wheels Unleashed. This is in no particular order except for the last one, because the last one is clearly superior. So, let's get right into it with number 1. Number 1 is a JDM Fanboy, or Japanese Domestic Market. JDM Fanboys only drive one car, and that is the Honda S2000, because there are basically no other Japanese cars in this game that are worth a damn. They also like to take other cars and put down Initial D liveries and or other JDM liveries onto any car, it doesn't matter which one. They infect everything just like a parasite, but because they're JDM fanboys, we just have to roll with it. Their driving techniques include overly drifting for everything and slowing down for every turn so they can hit that apex and make their mom and dad happy, but not really. Moving on to number 2, we have the Meta Abusers. The meta cars in this game generally consist of the Honda S2K, the Koenigsegg Jesko, and the Audi Quattro and Power Rocket. These cars are generally the ones that you'll see people use the most because they're generally accepted as the most powerful cars in the game. That said, 90% of the time, all you will see is the Koenigsegg Jesko because nobody else wants to use anything else because blah blah blah, fast, happy, go burr. If you see a Koenigsegg Jesko, odds are is that the person driving it is a meta abuser, and they don't actually have any skill because they refuse to drive anything that's worse than the best. So, moving on to number 3, we have the infamous Acceleracers Teku Fanboy. The Acceleracers Teku Fanboy has two main traits. Number 1, every car in their collection in the game has a Teku livery. It doesn't matter if it's white, orange, or blue. If it's any of those colors, it's gonna be Teku. Doesn't matter what kind of car it is either. It could be a drone, it could be a muscle car, it could be a fucking burger. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a car with 4 wheels, they will turn it into a Teku livery, with no regards for things like design language or even taste. The second trait that they have is that they generally cannot drive anything other than Dioro 2 without freaking the hell out and then crying to their parents for 4 hours. Moving on right over to number 4, we have the American. The American only drives food cars such as Buns of Steel and the Street Wiener car, because all Americans do is complain about politics and eat food non-stop. Coming in at number 5, we have the DC fan. This type of driver is the type of person who will buy the game specifically so that they can look at the Harley Quinn car, or the Batman cars, or the Superman car, the god-awful Wonder Woman car. It doesn't matter what car they are from what comic, they will drive it as long as it is DC Comics related. Alright, now coming in at number 6, we have the Forza Player. The Forza Player is synonymous with another type of driver called the lamely diecast drivers. Now, lamely diecast drivers, or Forza Players, only collect or drive real cars in the game. That is, licensed cars such as Volkswagen, Dodge, Chevy, etc. Now, with Forza Players specifically though, they do not know how to brake. They go into every turn as fast as possible and pray to God that the car doesn't flip the moment they hit the wall. And that makes it very difficult to predict their actions, which means that they are erratic and they should be avoided at all cost. Coming in at number 7, we have the Politician Racer. Now, this person didn't buy the game for any particular purpose. They just bought the game to make either a shitpost or a legitimate livery stating their political beliefs, whether that's for a Dodge Ram 1500 Donald Trump livery or a Joe Biden toaster livery or whatever political opinions they may have. It doesn't really change the fact that they're putting political opinions into what is essentially a kid's game. Coming in at number 8, we have the Among Us player. The Among Us player is a person who grew up specifically with Among Us. They've been playing Among Us for over 10 years now. And they speak only in the 2 words that they know, which is Sussy Baka. Now, the Among Us player also goes by another name called the Sissy Baha, but this is only related to the femboy version of the Among Us player. So if you see a femboy Among Us player in the game, be sure to use the term Sissy Baja. The traits of the Among Us player include that every car that they have has Imposter Among Us Sussy Baka on the side of it, and generally speaking, it doesn't matter what car it is, it will have that livery. Coming in at number 9, we have the YouTuber. The YouTuber doesn't actually play this game outside of making YouTube videos, so it's hard to clarify what exactly the YouTuber type player is. But generally speaking, they are people of lower skill, and they use most of their skills as an entertainer rather than do anything competitively like people who do esports. Alright, moving into number 10, that is your boy, me, Vulcan Vegan, the best driver in the game. Nobody has ever beaten me in a race. The only way that people have beaten me is when they've beaten me on. And that concludes our top 10 list. What did y'all think? Let me know down in the comment section below. This video was brought to you by my monthly Patreons. That goes to Keltkek GK, Max Game Player, Mongirl Fan, RJ123, Shirako Takamoto, Nico Heroes DX, and YOLO Academy. Thank you all for supporting me on Patreon. If you would like to support me through the Patreon, be sure to go down to the description and click on that link. Lee-doo-ba-boo. As always, this has been Vulcan Vegan with his controversial opinions and shitposts, and I will see you all in the next video, probably in a month or two. See you then, bye!